Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for checking out the video today. For those who have not seen my videos, my name is Dan and this is my 2019 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon. And this is basically my video blog or video log of building my Jeep. It is basically a place where I can create these videos and install new parts on the Wrangler, showing you guys the steps it takes, showing you any problems I may run into and how I solve that, and then also giving you guys my overall thoughts and opinions of the product once I've installed it, tested it, and have it up and running. On today's video, I'm at the back of my Jeep because today I'm going to be adding some additional light to the rear reverse lights. You can see here, I actually have already installed the Windjet sequential taillights. Basically, these are just a fancier function of the LED Mopar taillights. I had the Mopar ones and I had an issue with one of the rings around the outside, so I went ahead and replaced it with these. The reverse light on these compared to the stock is the same, and we all know that the stock ones struggle a bit because especially in dark situations, there's just not enough light output out the back to really see. So what I'm going to do today is actually install the Oracle LED reverse lights for the JL rear bumper. Basically, these go for $112. I'll put a link below if you want to check them out. But what I'm going to be doing is installing these and then seeing how they work. I have also decided that I'm going to be vinyl tinting them with VViViD vinyl wrap just to give them a little bit of a more blacked out look on the back, because as you can see in the photo here, the LED circles are very visible and I'm not quite a fan of that. These lights, what you basically do is you replace the red reflector in your rear stock bumper. As you can see here, I actually have a black one because I vinyl wrapped it black because I didn't like the red output. But basically you replace this one and the one over here with these new lights. You wire them up into the lights and then you're up and running. It's gonna be a fairly easy install, so we're just gonna get into it. And first we're gonna go into unboxing and then applying the vinyl wrap, and then we'll get back to the install. So guys, you can see the end result of the vinyl wrap is exactly what I was looking for. It was also very easy to do, as you can see in the video. And that's mainly due to the fact that this is such a smooth surface with some nice, easy round edges. It does have a logo at the top, and that was the only part that I really had to apply a little bit of heat to. But other than that, it was very easy to do. And I think the end result is exactly what I'm looking for. It's a nice blacked out look. You can't see the chrome circles around the LEDs as much. And I'm hoping that this tint doesn't affect its performance. But that's what we're going to find out at the end of this install. At this point, guys, the next step is to get these installed. So what we're going to go ahead and do is remove these, which have a 7mm bolt behind them, and then we're going to use a pry tool to pop it out, and then we'll install the new ones using the provided hardware. But before we do that, what we're going to do is, you can see it's fairly tight behind here. So what I'm going to do is use the AccuAir suspension and raise the back of the Jeep up to just make it a little easier to get in under the Jeep to do this install. So that was probably the most difficult part about this install, just because of the finicky little bolt and getting the access point, especially when you have the dual exhaust. It's really difficult to get to those bolts. So now that we've got them both bolted up and in location, we have the wires hanging behind. The next part is to simply wire up these lights to the reverse lights by running the wire up through the bumper, into the body, and up to the taillight. We're going to open up the taillight, and then we're going to tap those lines into the reverse power line and the ground, and then we should be good to test them out. So let's get to doing this side and the other side, and we'll see what the end result looks like. So because I know some people might have this question, this is the path of the wire. It basically comes out of that pocket there. It goes up behind this frame rail, comes up and above it, around here, over top of the frame rail, behind the body. Now you can kind of see it in there, and then it goes up and in to the body panel to where the taillight is. So guys, you can see they are installed and functioning. I hope in the videos that I showed of it working, that the comparison video really gave you an idea of the output that you are gaining from these lights. I wanted to give you guys an idea of what kind of output I have with just the taillights in a dark environment, and then the amount of light I gain by turning these on. So I hope that video really gave you an idea of what you are getting. I have to say, most likely for myself, that the tint vinyl is probably affecting the output, but I'm happy about that. And that's mainly because the effect that I wanted was this smoked out look. And you can see it is exactly what I wanted. It is hidden and it's not as visible as what it was without the vinyl wrap. Before the vinyl wrap, you had 11 dots around each LED, and now it's a little bit more subtle and less visible. And that's what I wanted. So overall, I'm okay with the little impact it has on the light output because it's still more light output than I was receiving before. From an install point, guys, I have to say the install was a bit of a challenge. It was a challenge to take the socket wrench up and slide it in behind here to get to the 7mm bolt. It was also a real challenge to put the new bolt in place. Would I say the best way to do this, if I were to do this again, is to remove the bumper? There was no instructions on how to do that in the box. I would have to go online to figure that out, or just tinker around and figure it out. But that would have been the best way to do it. It would have been a lot easier. It might have taken a little bit more time, but probably not that much, because it was a big challenge to fiddle around up here and get to that bolt. It was definitely a challenge also because I have the dual exhaust, which definitely get away on both sides. But I think the stock exhaust still would have been in the way. It would have been a challenge just to maneuver either way. It's just a big pain in the butt to get to that bolt. So I would recommend, if you are going to do this, to figure out how to remove your bumper. Take the time, remove the bumper, then you can go ahead, take the bumper off, undo the light, put the new light on, and then reinstall the bumper. I think that's an easier approach and definitely recommend that for anybody. So what I'm going to do, guys, is as mentioned, I'll put a link below for this light. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to post them below. And at this point, I'm going to wrap this up. So please like and subscribe to the channel. If you have not already, follow me on Instagram. And at this point, I'll see you guys on the next video.